Good morning, students. So as we are dealing with garbage, okay, so we talked about garbage. That means what is garbage? It is a useless waste, mostly from domestic homes or from household, from factories, okay, not factories, office, okay, shopping malls. From there, whatever the useless waste that comes out in forms of different types, as for example, vegetable waste, paper waste, plastic waste. So these all are called garbage. Okay, then we talked about different types of garbage. As for example, we talked about useful substance in garbage. Useful substance means those substance which can be recycled or used, okay, reused, which can be recycled or reused. That means with proper treatment. Then useless substance. Useless substance means those waste or those garbage which are not used, which are not reused, which are not reused. Okay, but useful substance are mostly non-degradable, are mostly non-biodegradable. Whereas useless substance, they are biodegradable. Okay, that means useful substance which are directly reused by a proper treatment, okay, which are non-biodegradable. That means they do not decompose when with biological things like animals or microorganisms. Okay, example we have plastic. Okay, here we can take example of plastic, okay, glass. Then we can also take metals such as tin, aluminum, okay, even iron also can be taken, which can be reused. Then in useless substance, mostly vegetable waste, okay. Then we have paper, animal waste. Okay, so these all are useless substance and they are biodegradable. That means we can't use it directly. These things, the vegetable waste, paper, animal waste, we can't use it directly. Okay, it can be used later after it is decomposed. Then we talked about biodegradable waste. A biodegradable substance in waste, okay, substance which get decomposed easily. Substance which get decomposed easily are called biodegradable. Example, same, vegetable waste, paper waste, animal waste. Okay, even biodegradable waste are very much helpful or useful when it is decomposed. Then non-biodegradable waste, substance, not waste, substance we can write, okay, that means which do not decompose easily, which do not decompose easily. So we talked about this constituent of garbage. Okay, Now let's talk about how we can deal with these all things. As for example, in my previous discussion also, I told or we discussed that if we segregate these things, or if we separate this garbage, okay, separately, or if you throw this garbage separately, then it can be easily segregated. Otherwise, if you mix with liquid waste, okay, and if you mix useful waste with useless waste, what will happen? It will be thrown in one place and their segregation is not possible, because after it is removed from the homes, it becomes in a huge quantity. Okay, so how we can deal with garbage? So dealing with garbage, we will talk. Okay, so the waste or the garbage that is collected from the homes are either collected by the local government, a governing body, and those garbage, when they are collected, they are thrown in a far away places, that is called landfills. Landfills are low lying areas. That means you can say a big pit, okay, a big pit, khadda, okay, which is not leveled land. Okay, so each and every whatever the garbage is collected from homes, cities or towns, okay, that are thrown in that, what it can be said, in landfills. So the garbage from homes is taken. Let's talk about dealing with garbage. With garbage. Okay, so when the garbage from homes is taken to a bins by our domestic garbage collector, okay, that means when the garbage, suppose house number 1 have a garbage of say 1 bin, okay, house number 2 it has also 1 bin, house number 3 has 2 bins, so it is collected by a garbage collector, that is a governing agent, okay, who look after cleanliness of the area. So from the bins, the garbage is taken into truck to nearby low lying areas. That means the garbage is taken in low lying areas, far away from the towns and cities, and that type of area is called landfills. That type of area is called landfill or landfills. Okay, so landfills are located at remote places. Why it has been kept in a remote places? Because so that all the garbage, okay, all garbage means all waste, okay, either it is useful or useless or biodegradable, non-biodegradable, when it get mixed, okay, when it get mixed, it release a false smell, okay, so it is better, and it is obvious that when it releases a false smell, it can causes various disease, okay, so what happens, it is better to throw it in a remote places where there is no plants, not plants, where there is no habitations, okay, that means where people are not living, that means far away from populated areas. So these landfills are low lying areas. Low lying areas means, suppose this is a land, okay, suppose this is a land, far away places, and at certain place there is a pit like structure like khadda, okay, so these portion are called landfills. This portion is called landfills, okay, it is a low lying area where all the garbage are thrown. Either it is useful, useless, biodegradable or non-biodegradable. So the garbage is spread over an entire area of landfill. That means it is spread in an entire area. That means it is a huge area. It's not that it is a small area. Okay, it is a huge area. Then what happens? When it gets filled, it is covered with a layer of soil and leveled off. That means these low-lying areas, when it is filled with garbage, the upper portion is filled with mud or soil. This upper portion is filled with mud and soil. Okay, this upper portion is filled with mud and soil, and later it can be used for various things. As for example, when it is labeled, okay, it can be used as a playground or it can be used as a park. Okay, so the whole area is then covered into a park or a playground, and these landfills, after it is filled with garbage, okay, after it is filled with garbage, it is converted into playground or park. Playground or park. Okay, so generally useful components of garbage are separated and disposed of for recycling. That means it's not that the garbage, okay, that is collected by the garbage collector. He or she, mostly that person, okay, mostly that person doesn't fill the landfills. He doesn't fill the landfills. He store all the garbage there, and there it is segregated. That means their useful substances is separated from non-useful substances. First of all, that means in landfills, before it is covered with mud and soil, it is separated in useful and useless substance. Useful and useless substances. Okay, that means as I told that we don't segregate it. We don't segregate the waste at our homes. We simply throw all the waste and send it to the garbage collector or in the truck. Okay, so what happens? Their useful and useless substance are segregated, and useful substance they are sent for recycling after proper treatment. Okay, they are sent for recycling, whereas useless substance, okay, which rot in short time, are converted into compost, and these useless substance they are converted into compost, which later act as a manure or fertilizer. Okay, which act as a manure or fertilizer. Okay, so how the local government, especially local government, is involved? Either municipality or panchayats. Okay, mostly municipality. So when the garbage is taken away by the garbage collector and throw it in a low-lying areas, that is landfills, where the garbage is separated into useful and useless substances, where useful substances are disposed or sent for recycling, and useless substances are converted into compost, okay, which later act as a manure. So we can say that these garbage or these landfills takes years to fill. That means it's not that in 1 month or in a year it is filled and it is converted into park or playground. No, it's not that. Okay, so it takes years. It can take 5 years, it can take 10 years, it can take 15 years, depending upon the garbage of that area. Okay, depending on the garbage of that area. So this was all about how we can deal with garbage. Now let's talk about this portion, that means segregation. Segregation means separation of garbage at the point of generation. As I told that the separation in the landfills is done manually. Okay, so it will be very much difficult for a person to separate all these things, but if we separate it when we throw at the initial stage, it becomes easier for whom? For us also, for the government also, okay, or local government also. So let's talk about how we can separate it. How we can separate or segregate the garbage. So segregation of garbage at the point of generation. SEGRAGA, segregation or separation of garbage. As discussed that these garbage, when it is sent to the landfills, they are segregated manually. Okay, that means no machinery work is done. It is segregated manually. Okay, so to segregate it, that persons require much more effort. Okay, similarly, due to foul smell, okay, or dirty, after the things are decomposed, okay, it becomes dirty, and that person may suffer from different types of disease. So to avoid such thing, we can segregate the garbage at the initial stage. That means when we throw it. Okay, so segregation of various components of garbage at the landfills by hand is highly non-hygienic and slow process. So segregation is non-hygienic, that means it is not safe for a person who is segregating it, and it is a slow process, that means it takes time. Okay, so the person involved in the process may become victim of certain disease. So to prevent it, it has been suggested to collect different components of garbage separately at the point of generation. That means when the useful things becomes useless things. Okay, that means when we convert the things into a garbage. Okay, so collection of different components of garbage separately at the point of segregation, at the point of generation, is called segregation of garbage. So materials which can be recycled. So here we talk that we have two materials, materials that can be recycled, that can be recycled. As we all know, we have two types of garbage, okay, useless and useful. Okay, useful, this can be recycled, okay, and useless, they are decomposed. Okay, so when we throw the things, as for example, if there is a broken plastic toy, okay, and if there is a paper also, so both the things, what happens, both the things are act as a garbage. So instead of throwing it in a one dustbin, okay, we can throw it in separate dustbin. As for example, material that can be recycled, example we have that can be recycled means plastic, glass, metals, especially tin, aluminum, etc. These can be collected in a blue bins. This can be collected in a blue bins. That means we can have two types of dustbin of different color. One is blue, another one is green. Another one is materials that can be decomposed. Example, vegetable waste, paper, cloth, etc. So this material which can be decomposed, okay, this can be stored in a green bin. Okay, this can be stored in a green bins. So by this way we can segregate the garbage at the point of generation, that means at the beginning only, at the initial stage only. Okay, so here we take two types of bins. Here we are taking two types of bins. Number one is blue bin, where recycled materials can be, a recycled substance can be collected. Green bins, where those things which get easily decomposed, okay, that means which are biodegradable, that can be kept. So by this process we can segregate the things and keep our environment clean.